There are 5 constitutional types that are associated with 5 elemental powers in Chinese medicine. There's fire, earth, metal, water, and wood. And these elemental powers are descriptors of the seasons and natural process. Each person can be said in our particular way of interpreting and developing Chinese medicine to be organized by one of these elemental powers. So we say there's a fire type, there's an earth type, a metal type, a water type, and a wood type. And each of these are characterized by certain features. A fire type is fiery, somebody who's easily excited and stimulated and wears his or her heart on their sleeve, someone who is passionate and an extrovert. A water type, by comparison, is someone that lives deep in their interior, more of an introvert, somebody whose life is the locus of their concern is their own mind and their own imagination. And that's what they care the most about. An earth type is somebody who's deeply social and cares about relationships and taking care of other people. A wood type is somebody who likes to get the job done, whatever the job is. They're active and they live in the muscular part of their body, and they are very goal-oriented and rise to challenges. A metal type is somebody who has a very fine sense of order and beauty and appreciates ritual and organized structure. So each of these different types bring different attributes to the world, and they become the mix of our family and our workplace and our social structure. Each type, knowing what your type is, can also help you know yourself and love yourself. Probably self-acceptance is a precondition for feeling good about yourself. And knowing your type can help you know why you are the way you are, how you need to grow yourself, what you need to work on for your own evolutionary development. And it can also be predictive of the likely symptoms and problems that you're going to have. Sometimes with relationships, sometimes the relationships that occur within your own body. So knowing your type is a way to work on yourself, and self-healing is ultimately the highest level. It's sometimes very self-evident what type a person is. Someone can walk into the room and their body language can be a clue before they've said anything. And in fact, we've made videos with our pediatrician friends in New York of 6-month-olds who are not verbal, so we can't interview them. But we took on as a project, could we tell what type a person was from the early age of 6 months to a year? And we didn't know what the answer would be. But in reviewing these tapes, we found that it was remarkable that we could see the 6-month-old who was a wood type was bouncing up and down. And she was so invested in her in her lower body, in her legs moving. The fire type little girl was draped on her mother's knee, licking her. The metal baby needed to be rocked. The earth baby was a little Buddha baby, like jelly, sitting in her mama's lap, making contact with the physician and just radiating contentment. And the water baby was so solid and unto himself and contained, sitting like a pear on the examining table and not feeling perturbed or that invested in what was going on around him. So that's sort of the most dramatic example of how you can assess a person's type without even having the advantage of speech or someone who's developed a personality in many years of their life. Our book, Between Heaven and Earth, A Guide to Chinese Medicine, is an overall source of information about how we think about Chinese medicine, how we explain it, and how you can learn more about it.